And the Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He's going to take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the move. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down goal to go. Moore to the air. Under fire. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip, using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Here's a heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride at the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. grab near the sticks. It's Benson. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
Touchdown Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Stumbled to the ground. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Off play action. Gets rid of it. Touchdown Longhorns! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. We're all tied up, and they'll try to get it right back. They're going for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Has it back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What is this defense?
He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack.
And you really need your quarterbacks, man, to understand, like, to stay on schedule. And we can't take those big losses, right? So once I start to scramble around and I'm trying to buy time or I'm trying to make a big play, like give it up, get north-south, throw the football away, you can't just turn, run out of bounds, and take that big loss. I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him onto that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. At the 45 on its way. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I mean, the great news is he just came up with a huge completion on 3rd down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were 1st and 2nd down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive to at least give them a chance.
Wide open spaces. Oh, he's getting ahead of
great play call there on fourth down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that fourth down play for a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buys a little extra time. Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They've got the screen set up. Oh, what a move. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on third. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got enough space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Keeps it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Back to throw. It's Manning. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Quarterback extends the play. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter.
Texas, 14.
It'll be fourth and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Looking to throw. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. Fourth down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts, Bill Musgrave, or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it, the The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab on the left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires it incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Makes the grab, and he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Ducks in the hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and you run a play that's conservative. You're going to hand the football over, and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. You get inside that 5-yard line ready to make a play, score some points, and instead the defense recovers the football.
In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against.
Purdy on the Jets. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
There he goes. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds space on the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Setting up the screen. Fighting off the defender. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Texas! And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed at so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give them a touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. right away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Texas.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Got the quick completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
He might want another play. Moore to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Bringing it back. The 20. He's at the 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and he almost had a pick 6.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. You get down in the red zone, and then you have a couple of plays like this offense has just put out there. This can absolutely ruin your day. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end.
Hey, look, it's early in the game. This quarterback's excited. You're playing with tons of energy. You feel like you've got an opportunity to throw a touchdown passer early, create some momentum, but the play just wasn't there to be made. You got to do a better job just throwing that thing away, knowing that a field goal is big at this juncture, but unfortunately now they'll come away with nothing on that drive.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Moore will throw. Looking left. Got his man downfield. Oh, a lot of space. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Steps out of bounds. He's all the way down to the 13-yard line, and they are in scoring territory. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Hauls it in. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Texas 21.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Texas.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Rush is on him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Quarterback gets the first down. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Buying some time as he moves left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Fires toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Manning. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Moore to the air. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Quick step and go. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete downfield. Finding an escape route. It's a seam wide open. Turning it on. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Moore will throw. Looking to buy time. Throws into the middle of the field. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, they're trying to hit the tight end on a corner throw downfield. Nice job defensively running with the big fella and knocking it away.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Shows him the stiff arm. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Ducks racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. These two guys looking deep down the right side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's caught. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Ducks are marching down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Touchdown, Oregon. And that one will give them the lead. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play.
There he goes. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Nice move to keep running. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Quickly complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Under fire. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. It's a running room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the off.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they're...
He's loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And now he's in the 400 play, 400. That's a pretty good day in the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression, so...
Wide open spaces. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Intercepted to stop the threat. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Still looking on the move. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. So the final period starts with a second down play. The offense changing the play. Moore to the air. Here's the pressure. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Hughes. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Power football with the run. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Pulls it in. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surround.
He's got it inside the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time, because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into.
Touchdown, Ducks! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He's going up top. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now, because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And they almost had a connection on the long pass, but the receiver couldn't make the grab in bounds. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Floats it out in space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football.
Sends it downfield. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point was good. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, you have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this, I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
29, Texas. 31, Texas.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He leaves it with the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. Floating away. Blasted as he lets it go.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yeah.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get...
He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Texas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Manning. Now adjusting. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Wants to fire on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You could tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Texas.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the air, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Corners are going to bail. Going to sling it on second down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock.
And man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game.
Timeout, Texas.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul searching. I think a lot of fans, including my